Get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, the one, the only Nate Diaz, making the walk yet again. It's been a long time, but Nate Diaz is back tonight. He has put in all the right work. You know, few guys in this division work harder than Nate Diaz. It's good to see him back in the
And you notice him, John, right? The cardio. The cardio is one thing that stands out about Nate Diaz. He looks like he's just touching guys with all of his strikes, but the build-up from all the activity that he puts out usually will make his opponents wilt. And once he gets him to the ground, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt that can finish the fight with a number of submissions.
Yeah, he'll hit you with the open hand, too. He'll invoke that Stockton slap. You think we see that tonight?
Stockton slap, but it's just so disrespectful. What I love watching is so Nate Diaz.
Gotta get you a Lafayette slap or something. Good to see Nate Diaz back here tonight, one of the biggest fan bases in the world, and they are all watching Pride of Stockton, California routine. Proudly representing Liverpool, England, also has some roots in Brazil. Here is Darren Till, looking to preserve his spot as welterweight contender here tonight.
Darren Till is a phenomenal fighter, a guy that's willing to fight anybody. The interview where he's in the octagon, he says, just fight them all, I'll fight them all. Yeah. I will fight each and every one of them. Darren Till has that quality about him that just draws you in. But what ultimately gets you in the door is the fighting ability, the great boxing, the great fight IQ, the mentality that allowed him to beat guys like Donald Cerrone and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
He's got a welterweight hit list a mile long. You should be backing him out.
No, I don't want to get on that list. I don't want to see the gorilla.
All right, with that, both fighters have now graced the octagon. They will lock the door behind them, ready to go with a crazy fight here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. To get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Darren the Gorilla Till!
Herb Dean, our referee for this one. All right, here we go. You hear the pop that accompanies Darren Till. Almost no matter where he fights in the world, this is an outstanding striker. He really knows how to manage distance and range, has a lot of good long-range weapons, and he believes we're getting a kickboxing match here tonight, which should provide him with some advantages.
Fight behind a nice jab.
Let's see if his opponent can survive.
I cannot believe he is still standing after taking that punch.
So more output, at least in the early going. Rip the body there. Nice connection there by Nate Diaz. Not a guy you want to let get going here on the feet, DC.
No, because it's all downhill with Nate, right? It's the activities that will overwhelm his opponents, and this looks like the start of that. Holy smokes!
Oh, how good is this? Both men going for the finish.
This is a crazy high pace.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. And not back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Just a nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's hard to block
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Huge left. Diaz is cut above the eye. Oh, heavy kick downstairs. 90 seconds and counting here in our opening round. Trying to connect now with the overhand left. No good. 32 total strikes have already landed for Nate Diaz. Till's eye starting to swell now.
That's one of those shots that if you take one of them, if you end the night that way.
Strong outside leg kick. So we're crossing 30-second mark in our opening round. Could be the beginning of the end here. Waning seconds here of this opening round. Diaz is swelling now around that jaw area. We'll see if he can make some adjustments and perhaps defensively raise that guard to prevent any further damage. All right, heading back to the corner, and Till's got a nasty cut above the eye. Cut man has his work to do here in advance of round 5. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat him down. If he gets hit with another one of those, it might be good night, Irene.
All right, here we go with our second round. Darren Till versus Nate Diaz. All right, so here we go. The crowd on its feet as this next round gets underway. You saw in the previous round, both fighters got rocked. I don't think the scorecards are going to be needed for this one.
No, the scorecard not be needed. If we continue to fight.
Connection like that, I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wild.
Inside leg kick lands there. Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Pocket presence and punches and pressure and pace. It's a lot of P's, but when you're fighting Nate Diaz, he's got him hurt badly now. Huge left hand. Just over 3 minutes to go in round 2. Good straight hand there by Diaz. Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round 1. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and...
Oh, he's still hurt. Look at that. He can't even stand.
Oh. Oh, he gets back up. The question is for how long? Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. Oh, how clean is that jab by Diaz? Man. Oh, you land, I land. Is that what we're doing here? Well, huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Oh, beautiful technique on that straight punch. Well-placed kick there by Till. This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and bunches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight.
30 seconds now to go in the round. Yeah, that was just just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. Bruce Buffer to wrap it up.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 35 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Nate Diaz!
All right, so a huge win for Nate Diaz. The celebration is on, of course, in Stockton, California and beyond. And I know we all wish we would see Nate more often, but whenever he shows up to fight, always able to do so at a high level.
Nate Diaz has become a massive star in the UFC. He believes in himself, he trains extremely hard, and when he goes to the octagon,